Hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. Right now, I have already started applying my foundation and working it into my skin. Foundation is really important when putting on your makeup because that's what all the rest of your makeup is gonna sit on. So it is really important to take your time and blend. Here you see me mixing the two foundations because the NYX one is a little too light and the Fenty Beauty was a little too dark, so I had to mix those two. Now I'm moving on to the eyebrows. I've done my eyebrows so many different times in different videos, but basically I draw them in and then I clean them up with concealer, and then I go back in and fill in the front and fix up my tail if I happen to mess that up when cleaning them up. Here you're going to see me pinching the brush, basically so I can fill in those small strokes in the front of the brush that kind of gives you the illusion that I have hair there. So I pinch the brush just to make it super thin. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend out those harsh lines because nobody likes those. When doing my eyebrows, I move my head a lot. I don't like to look just straight on in the mirror because no one sees you just straight on all the time. So I like to turn my head just to make sure each angle gets the perfect curve and the nice shape to it. Now we're going to get started. I've already prepped and primed my eyes and we're going to start. I believe right now I'm just going in and applying a little shadow to my brow bone before I go ahead and get started applying color on my actual lid. The first color I'm going to be using is like a dark purple type of shade, and then I'm going to eventually put on this dark shimmery black type of color just to darken it a little bit. Not nothing too dark, just to give it a little bit of definition to the outer corner. I take a clean brush and I go ahead and blend that out so there's no harsh lines there. And then I start reapplying and packing on more color. I repeat those steps of the laying on the color and blending out the harsh lines as many times as I need to where I feel like I have enough color peeking through. I'm then going to go ahead and add a hot pink and just layer that on like I did with the purple and slowly just blend that back so that those colors blend nicely into one another. Again, you don't want any harsh lines with shadows, so I'm going back in with the purple and the purple mixed with the little darkish black. It's like a gray tone actually, dark gray with shimmers. It's in the Morphe 35B palette, and if you have that palette, you would know exactly which color I was talking about. And here I'm taking a clean brush again and just smoking out those colors. No harsh lines. Those are the worst. Those are not your friend. I'm going into a different palette. This is a palette I got from Amazon, and I'm taking a sky blue and I'm placing that into my inner corner. Now here I'm going to take a much smaller, flatter brush, and I'm going to go ahead and just pack those same colors underneath my eye. I don't usually place color under my eye, so I made the mistake of doing this before I put on my concealer. So some of my colors ended up getting lost from me applying concealer afterwards. So I will know for the next time that I should probably go ahead and highlight underneath my eye before I apply color, so I won't lose any of my colors. Most of the things that I do are trial and error. I'm not a professional. I don't, I haven't taken any classes for this. I just do this for fun, actually. So I just learn a little every time I do so. Now here, I'm going to speed right through this. I'm going to repeat the same steps as I did the last time on the other eye. So this one, I think it's okay if I go ahead and speed through this. But you guys can watch me. I do the same steps that I did the last time and try to make those eyes look as identical as I can possibly get them. Now we're going to back up so we can do the rest of the face. This is one of my first times doing this, but this time I decided not to cream contour the hollows of my cheeks, but instead just use a darker face powder. And I actually did like this. I do think I would do it again, but I was just running out of time. As you can see, as the video goes along, the sun starts to come up, and that meant that I was up for hours doing this makeup, and it was almost time for me to go to work. So some of the steps that I had to do had to get cut out. So I'm just going to use the powder to contour my cheeks, and I use a bigger brush to get the larger parts of my cheeks, and then I use a smaller one to really define that line. You want that line to be sharp. And then I went on ahead and used a smaller brush as well to contour out my nose and the sides of my forehead. Then I started to conceal after I did my eyeshadow, my under eye eyeshadow, which I've already mentioned is a bad idea. Just do it afterwards so you don't have to worry about losing any colors. After you do this step, concealing your under eye, and go ahead and making sure you lay translucent powder on top of it. The face is mostly done. All I have left to do will be to highlight. And let me tell you guys, this was the first time I ever used a color highlighter other than like gold tones. And I used a pink tone to highlight this day, and I loved it. I was obsessed with it. I promise you. So every time I do like a pink look, I think I probably will highlight with pink. Like, it was so cute. Just wait and see. Alright, after going through and fixing everything to exactly how I like it, here's where that pink highlighter comes in. Look how cute and subtle this pink highlighter is. And honestly, it was just a shimmery eyeshadow that I found. But I mixed it so I can tone it down some, and it literally was just the perfect pop. Then I went on ahead and add some white lines into my black lipstick to make it look a little bit more dramatic like the picture. And then I'll show you guys what I was going for.